Army is rivaling parts of the Pentagon's force. For example, the Pentagon employs 180,000 Marines, and they're armed, everyone a rifleman famously, and they have one job: to shoot our foreign adversaries or enemies from other countries. By contrast, the Biden administration now employs more than 200,000 federal bureaucrats who are also armed, but for a very different purpose. Their job is not to fight foreign adversaries. Their job, if called to, is to shoot Americans. What? Now, a lot of these people have no obvious reason to be carrying a gun. They work at desks all day. And this is happening exactly the same moment. You're told you can't have a gun. So why do we now have more armed federal bureaucrats than we have United States Marines? What's the point of this? What's the role they're going to play? Someone should take a look at those questions, and we're going to. So as I said, a lot is happening that is getting no attention at all, including the total evaporation of the First Amendment, free speech. Does it exist anymore? Not really. And there's a reason for that, because the federal government is trying to silence people who disagree with it, the Biden administration. Here's one example. The Biden administration silenced author Alex Berenson, former New York Times reporter, novelist, serious person. Why'd they do that? Because he asked unauthorized questions about the COVID shot. So Twitter, turns out, acting on orders from the Biden administration, banned his account. Now, no one really knew that. People only suspected it, but now we know for certain because Berenson did something that Twitter's not expecting. He sued and he won. And he found out the identity of the person who got him silenced. And it turns out that person was not a White House staffer, bigger than that. Alex Berenson, the author of Pandemia, joins us now to explain exactly what happened. Alex Berenson, thanks so much for coming on. So I just love the fact that you got to the bottom of this. Who is the person who got you censored?
Scott Gottlieb.
Well, this is a long story. I know we don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to say right now I dropped the entire story on my Substack, which is Unreported Truths. So after people hear this bit, they can go read the whole story. But what we know is that there's a guy named Andy Slavitt who was in the White House as a senior advisor to the Biden administration's COVID response team. And as early as April 2021, Slavitt was talking to Twitter about why, who I was and that I was a problem for the White House and I was discouraging people from getting the vaccines, which the White House wanted, and asking them why they hadn't banned me. So we know that. And we know that in July, as vaccine efficacy was fading, the administration very publicly and privately got upset and wanted the social media platforms, including Twitter, including Facebook, to start banning people. And President Biden said on July 16th of 2021 that Facebook and other platforms were, quote unquote, killing people by allowing people like me who were asking reasonable questions about the vaccines on their platforms. Okay. Then Twitter struck out at me in July. They gave me 3 strikes, okay, and I already had one previous strike, which I didn't even know about. So I was 1 strike away from being suspended at the end of July. And by the way, Andy Slavitt, who is no longer in the White House, but was still sort of at the center of this conspiracy and talking to Albert Bourla, who was the head of Pfizer, and talking to people inside the administration, on a practically daily basis, was very upset that he was continuing to push Twitter secretly to ban me. Still, when I came back on the platform last year in August and was asking even harder questions about the vaccines, at a time when the Biden administration knew they were going to be pushing for mandates, knew they were going to be pushing for boosters, they still wouldn't ban me. And then Scott Gottlieb, who is a director of Pfizer on the executive committee of Pfizer, which is made tens of billions of dollars from selling these vaccines, went to Twitter and said, this guy is a problem, and then they banned me.
So you criticized his product in which he had a financial interest, and he got you censored. Scott Gottlieb. Consumer products
that's what it looks like based on the documents that we have, yes.
Well, we would love to have Scott Gottlieb on the show anytime. But in the meantime, Alex Berenson, thank you for explaining that. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Twitter.
What a slur. Well, as you can see, the problem with American healthcare is in part the fact it's controlled by the big drug companies, right? So how can you trust the advice that's coming from people with a financial stake in that advice? So one entrepreneur has created an independent healthcare company that is not tied to big pharma. We're going to speak to him next.
you are not going to believe what I'm going to show you right now.
When a group of women put Beyond Flawless Second Skin, the latest biotech cosmetic breakthrough under one eye. Watch what happened.
I only did one eye and I see huge difference.
So far, they have put the product under my right eye and I see a dramatic difference.
I just found the golden ticket. I'm telling you, this is unbelievable.
I've shown it to my daughter and to my boyfriend. They couldn't believe it.
Look at one eye and the other. This is crazy.
Everything claims to work. This is the only thing I've ever seen do this, actually before my eyes. I'm shocked.
The cosmetic world has been waiting for the first lifelike, undetectable, 24 hours waterproof synthetic skin. Introducing Beyond Flawless Second Skin.
This is astounding how good this is. Oh my God.
I've never seen results like this instantly.
Wow.
Look at that. It looks like a completely different person.
It feels as though my eyes are lifted up. I feel a lot younger.
I feel like I want to tell the world about this.
Guaranteed to work. No residue, no flaking, completely undetectable. Even cosmetic surgery can't promise results this good. And now, when you apply your makeup, you're starting with a much younger, smoother base. Imagine how much better you'll look. Looking young is fun. You should give it a try.
I think this is looking pretty good for 40.
Order today and save 50% plus shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Order within the next half hour and receive 2 free gifts and $80 value. Yours to keep even if you return the product. Visit nomoreeyebags.com. That's nomoreeyebags.com for even more savings. Or call the number on your screen.
When it comes to real estate agents, experience matters. The best agents know how to market your home for top dollar and navigate through a complex transaction. At Ideal Agent, we created our smart seller system with top-rated local agents to sell your home for as low as a 2% commission.
I was amazed at the fact that my house sold in one day. Ideal Agent saved me in the neighborhood of $20,000 to $25,000 in commissions. The process was as easy as it gets. It was turnkey. I'm a very busy guy, and they just took care of everything. They are the #1 way to sell your house.
I've used Ideal Agent 2 times. Ideal Agent guided me through the entire process, every step. You want to have the best agents, but you want to get the best deal. Using Ideal Agent with both properties, I've saved over $30,000. Our service is free, available nationwide, and there's zero obligation. Call us today or visit idealagent.com.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I want to give each and every one of you one last chance to get your very own My Pillow for Kill bed sheets. Go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code, and you'll get the lowest prices ever. For example, you get my best-selling queen size, regular $89.98, now only $39.98. Percale is a type of weave that gives you that cool, crisp feel. These bed sheets are available in a variety of colors. They're durable, and they come with deep pockets that fit over any mattress. They're absolutely amazing. So go to mypillow.com or call that number on your screen now. Use your promo code to get my king size, split kings, or California kings for only $49.98. Queen size and RV queens only $39.98. Full size for $34.98, or twin and twin XL for only $29.98. We have limited quantities, and once they're gone, so order now.
Attention, all users of the Weed Killer Roundup. If you or a loved one were diagnosed with non-Hodgkin lymphoma after using the Weed Killer Roundup, you may qualify for financial compensation. Call Liberty Legal to determine your eligibility now. It has been determined in court that Monsanto failed to warn Roundup users that the glyphosate in Roundup was a probable cancer-causing carcinogen. Call Liberty Legal now to see if you qualify for financial compensation.
Call 800-384-2501.
Dan Harmon is a new comedy worthy of the gods.
The world's first Medusa-proof helmet.
And you won't believe your eyes.
It works, I think!
It's a step forward from his pitch for birth control.
Go to crapopolis.com. Be the first to own a digital fan pass. Crapopolis, coming to Fox.
The spotlight is on the midterm elections.
Every race
It's critical. The results could change the course of this country.
And we've got it all covered right here.
Democracy 2022.
A businessman called Foster Colson has created a healthcare company that's totally independent of Big Pharma.
We need to take that next step now on focusing on emerging out of COVID. We've had consortiums that represent some of these, let's say, bigger companies. They've already offered us money to advertise on our platform. Shortest conversation I've ever had. I said, there is no way we're going to take your money. And when you pass up on that type of money, you have to be, committed to what you're doing. And at the wellness company, we will not be beholden to anybody.
Okay, well, there's your headline right there. It's really simple. We're a health company that's not controlled by the drug companies.
Exactly. But you know all these other companies?
I'm already on your side.
But you know all these other companies?
Yeah?
They are all owned by Big Pharma. These other virtual healthcare companies, they're drug dealers.
It's on Fox Nation. Here's Sean Hannity.
No, Sean Hannity.
And welcome to Hannity. And tonight, Joe Biden, your president, appears to be caught in a massive midterm election meddling scandal with foreign countries.